Some 90 Day Fiancé fans feel like they lost their reality TV dad after Chuck Potthast died. We're trying to figure out how to navigate our lives and move forward without him. There are some 90 Day Fiancé cast members that are minor, and more like supporting characters, but who also end up stealing the spotlight in the best way. For some longtime fans, that was Chuck Potthast, the father of Elizabeth Castravet, whose relationship with husband Andrei Castravet has been part of the franchise for years. So when Elizabeth shared an Instagram post that revealed Chuck had died, fans were heartbroken and wanted to know his cause of death. Although Elizabeth did not share in her post what happened to her father, she did write in the caption that he died 2 weeks before she shared the news. She also gave an update in her Instagram stories to set the record straight on what did and didn't happen to Chuck. Because, according to Elizabeth, there is a lot of fake news about him. What was 90 Day Fiancé's Chuck Potthast's cause of death? At this time, Elizabeth has not publicly shared what her father's cause of death was. When she shared the news on Instagram, she wrote that a tragedy happened. And, whether or not that means Chuck was sick or he was in an accident of some kind, she did not immediately elaborate on his cause of death. 2 weeks ago, tragedy struck our family and it has left us completely shattered, Elizabeth wrote, under a family photo of herself, Andrei, their kids, and Chuck. My sweet, loving, and caring dad went to heaven. We're trying to figure out how to navigate our lives and move forward without him. Please respect our privacy during this extremely difficult time. Afterward, multiple outlets reported that Chuck died from brain cancer. However, no one from the family, including Elizabeth, has come out to confirm this. For now, Chuck's cause of death is unclear. He was 64 at the time of his death, and he is survived by Elizabeth, her sisters and brother, and his handful of grandchildren. Elizabeth came out about fake news about her dad's death. Following Elizabeth sharing the news of Chuck's death, she took to her Instagram stories to clear up rumors about what happened to her dad. In one of her posts, she wrote that outlets like People, which she tagged in the post, were reporting fake news about her dad's death. She also shared that, in time, she would share more information herself. Until my family and I make an official statement regarding my dad, any articles or reports circulating right now are completely false, she wrote. In another post in her Instagram stories, Elizabeth added, imagine mourning the loss of your dad and then waking to fake stories being made about him. She also said that her family will not stay quiet about the apparent fake news reports about her dad's death. She did not yet clear up what did happen to Chuck or his cause of death. However, according to Elizabeth, there is a lot of misinformation that she does not support when it comes to her dad. 90 Day Fiancé star Andrei Castravet mourns father-in-law Chuck Potthast, says TLC show exaggerated conflict between them. What people saw on TV is just a tiny portion of our real relationship that we had, Andrei Castravet said of his late father-in-law Chuck Potthast. Andrei Castravet from 90 Day Fiancé is mourning the death of his father-in-law, Chuck Potthast. Potthast died earlier in November, his daughter Elizabeth Libby Castravet announced on November 23. He was a familiar figure on the TLC reality series, where he sometimes clashed with his son-in-law Andrei, who married Elizabeth in 2017. Andrei Castravet says 90 Day Fiancé didn't show his real relationship with Chuck Potthast. This is a tough one to make, Andrei said in a video shared on Instagram on Tuesday. I just want to honor a man who meant so much to our family. Chuck, my father-in-law, who many of you knew from our TV series, has passed away a couple of weeks ago. And it's been incredibly tough for us. Andrei, who is from Moldova, and Elizabeth shared their story in 90 Day Fiancé Season 5. After tying the knot, the couple went on to appear in multiple seasons of 90 Day Fiancé, Happily Ever After, which followed them as they welcomed 2 children, and Andrei worked to establish a career in the US and provide for his family. While Elizabeth and Andrei have been together for nearly a decade, her family had concerns about the relationship from the start. Chuck expressed concern about Andrei's career path and work ethic and stepped in several times to financially support his daughter and her husband. But Andrei says that conflict between him and Chuck was exaggerated for the cameras. "I know there's been drama, tensions, and storylines over the years," he said. "But what people saw on TV is just a tiny portion of our real relationship that we had." TLC star was best pals with his father-in-law. While Andrei and Chuck sometimes clashed on screen, in reality, they got along well, Andrei says. "Chuck genuinely loved filming. Some of my best memories are just off camera when we're laughing and talking and joking about how we're fighting on TV while we're in real life getting along, and so just like best pals," the dad of two said. "And that's how I'm going to remember him. I want to make this clear. All the rumors and the clickbait going around right now are just lies," he continued. Andrei added that once more time had passed, he planned to share more about his real connection to his father-in-law and the truth behind everything. For now, Andrei is likely focused on supporting his wife and kids as they deal with the loss of their father and grandfather. Elizabeth was very close to her dad and has said she was completely shattered by his death. "My sweet, loving, and caring dad went to heaven," she wrote on Instagram. "We're trying to figure out how to navigate our lives and move forward without him. Please respect our privacy during this extremely difficult time." 90 Day Fiancé star Elizabeth Castravet's dad Chuck Potthast has died, completely shattered. Chuck Potthast, who appeared on 90 Day Fiancé with his daughter Libby Castravet and her husband Andrei, has died. Elizabeth Libby Castravet of 90 Day Fiancé is dealing with a devastating loss. On Sunday, the TLC personality shared that her father, Chuck Potthast, had died. He was 64. He had previously been diagnosed with glioblastoma, an aggressive form of brain cancer, People reports. Elizabeth Castravet opens up about family tragedy. "2 weeks ago, tragedy struck our family and it has left us completely shattered," Elizabeth wrote on Instagram. "My sweet, loving, and caring dad went to heaven. We're trying to figure out how to navigate our lives and move forward without him. Please respect our privacy during this difficult time," she added. Chuck was a familiar face to 90 Day fans, appearing frequently in segments with his daughter and her husband, Andrei Castravet. Elizabeth, 34, first appeared on 90 Day Fiancé Season 5 in 2017, alongside her Moldovan husband-to-be. The show followed the couple's journey to the altar, including her family's concerns about their relationship. Her dad in particular saw some major red flags in his daughter's choice of a husband, and he didn't hesitate to share his opinion on their relationship and their finances. He also supported the couple financially as Andrei struggled to establish a career in the US following his marriage. Despite some hurdles, Elizabeth and Andrei said "I do" and went on to welcome 2 children. They continued to participate in the 90 Day franchise, appearing in 90 Day Fiancé, Happily Ever After, Seasons 4 to 7. After taking a break, they returned for Happily Ever After, Season 9, which premiered earlier this year. 90 Day Fiancé stars siblings mourn their dad. Elizabeth's sister Becky Lichtwarch, who also appeared on 90 Day Fiancé, also shared a tribute to her late father on social media. 2 weeks ago on this day my world became distorted into a place I don't understand, she wrote on Instagram. My father Chuck went home to be with the Lord. The pain is still more than I can bear, so this is all I can write. Elizabeth and Becky's sister Jen Jalen Davis Potthast also posted about her dad's death on her Instagram story. I have been processing the passing of my dad for the past 2 weeks, she wrote, adding that she appreciated all the words of support she'd received from friends and acquaintances. There are no words that I can form currently to express all who was my dad and all of my emotions I've been feeling. I've been blessed in my life that this is the first time I'm dealing with grief of this magnitude and someone like this close to me passing. I still doesn't feel real, and the numbness hasn't subsided. I love you, Dad. 90 Day Fiancé, Loren confides in Yara about Elizabeth's manipulative dinner talk. 90 Day Fiancé star Loren Brovarnik told Yara how Elizabeth, aka Libby, twisted the dinner conversation with her words. Yara confronted Loren about why she had made fun of her looks to Libby in her absence. She was adamant that she wouldn't let her get away with passing some negative comments. After Libby and Loren's friendship turned sour, the latter also faced the heat of Yara. Yara was also upset over Loren and Elizabeth creating drama and chaos at her business launch event, along with their husbands. She shared with Loren that she is distraught with everything unraveled. She expected the ladies to act mature and not childish. Furthermore, she also compared her age with theirs to justify her points. How did Libby's word-twisting moment go? Did Loren resolve issues with Yara? 90-Day Fiancé, Elizabeth confirms Happily Ever After is a scripted series. Recently, Elizabeth Castravet took to her Instagram to remind fans that they are watching a reality TV series. She responded to fans after the uproar that she took Loren and Yara for granted. Fans are fed up with their on-screen conflicts that have been airing for over a month on 90-Day Fiancé, Happily Ever After, Season 9. Elizabeth made fans confused with her bold message. They couldn't understand if she meant the storylines were entirely fake. They also noted she must be exhausted from the online hatred she got after TLC ran the new episode. She heard strangers calling her mean, while others labeled her a two-faced villain. After all, any person like the reality star has a breaking point, so she put up Instagram stories to silence her critics once and for all. 90-Day Fiancé, Loren expresses her disappointment over Elizabeth's betrayal. On the latest 90-Day Fiancé, Happily Ever After Season 9 episode, Loren Brovarnik spoke her heart out to Yara about Elizabeth. At the dinner table, Alexei's wife highlighted the feuds that happened with Libby to Yara. Reflecting on the tension, she stated, "I'm pissed at Elizabeth, again, because it's hypocritical." Loren revealed that Libby's madness stemmed from her and Yara having discussed her and Andrei at the previous night's group dinner. She clarified that the incidents at the dinner made it hard for her to wrap her head around it. She had to unwind a bit before she could talk to Yara further. The episode showed Loren making it clear to Yara where she stands in their friendship. She openly communicated with her about the friends' dynamics. In the middle of the interaction, she apologized to the Ukrainian native if she thought she had hurt her in any way. Yara politely told her that she didn't mind and had no bitterness towards her. Loren wanted to move forward in life with a new connection to Yara, which Alexei also appreciated later in the episode. He said he would love to see his wife get a true friend to talk to. According to Loren, friendship holds importance in her life. Like her, Yara admitted she can't be angry with her after her accountability. 90-Day Fiancé, are Elizabeth and Andrei actually moving to Moldova? 90-Day Fiancé stars Elizabeth Potthast and Andrei Castravet have announced that they are eyeing Moldova for a great future. The couple has been creating drama ever since they revealed their plan to her friends. The besties of Libby, Loren, and Yara couldn't hold back from advising her. They expressed their concerns about the economic state of Moldova. Andrei always wanted to leave America for a better, new life abroad. His proposal to Elizabeth initially made her reconsider whether it was worth it. She stated that raising their two kids there would be beneficial, as she would find a new school for them within 3 weeks. The country's cultural heritage is quite impressive, so she finally agreed with her husband. 90-Day Fiancé, Andrei is attacked for his big Moldova plan. Some viewers of Happily Ever After Season 9 have opined that Andrei Castravet has been a target of revealing his major Moldovan decision. He and Elizabeth shared their future upon meeting Loren and Alexei for a social hangout. While they all started with a smooth catch-up, it took a turn for an argument. Andrei soon became bitter in the process because the cast attacked him quickly. Loren asked him why he even fought for U.S. citizenship when he didn't intend to stay. He replied that he landed in America because he loved Libby. Moreover, his online work made it easy to work from anywhere. For the reality star, Moldova is cheaper and much like the U.S., which made Loren interrupt him and call Moldova corrupt, not the right place for children. 90-Day Fiancé, Elizabeth and Andrei relocate to Moldova with kids. Andrei Castravet took Elizabeth and their children to a recent Moldova trip. As they hit a new milestone in their life, he decided to make a surprising announcement. He arranged a lavish spread for a party attended by his close family friends. It was the same kind of celebration they had during their wedding 8 years ago. The gathering had Andrei pick up the mic to elaborate in his native language, Romanian, that he had shared his decision with Libby to come to Moldova. He said that after numerous discussions between them, they are moving to the place with their kids permanently. Despite knowing a few words of Romanian, his wife couldn't fully understand what he meant. "I'm not fluent in Romanian yet," Elizabeth murmured from the group listening to Andrei. In a confessional, she told the producers that she felt like a person who was unintelligent and needed translation. The scenario pushed her to grow desperate since her husband had called for fireworks to celebrate the upcoming move. He ignored Libby, who gave nothing but a confused expression. Throughout Libby and Andrei's relationship, there have been many instances where a communication gap has led to issues. Her limited vocabulary in Romanian has prevented her from discussing specific topics with him on different occasions. Her reaction suggested that she had yet to fully approve of Moldova. Their mutual agreement is required to call the place their new home. 90 Day Fiancé stars Andrei and Elizabeth Castravet made their international move official after years of saying a new life awaits them. The new season of Happily Ever After has been a blast since the couple shocked the other cast with their decision. Moldova was their ultimate destination of rejoicement through settling down. Elizabeth, also known as Libby, listened to Andrei's plans for Moldova. While she initially hesitated at the idea of moving from one country to another, she loved his suggestion. She wanted her kids to get enrolled in a good school there within 3 weeks. Everything was all set until she discussed them with her friends, and he argued with them in a disrespectful tone. Did they relocate to Moldova already? 90 Day Fiancé, Andrei detaches Elizabeth from Lorraine? Andrei Castravet is the reason why Lorraine and Elizabeth ended their friendship. As he couldn't hold himself back from using bad words for Lorraine and her friend Noga, Lorraine unfollowed Libby on social media. She said she isn't keeping in touch with her, except for Yara. The showdown on one of the latest episodes went way too chaotic, which was unbearable for the audience. Lorraine and Libby always had fun together, but they now have multiple issues between them. The former had no other option left but to support her close friend Noga because she was right in her eyes. Though fans agreed that it was tough to watch Noga interfere in Andrei and Libby's personal matter, what he did was wrong. While Libby took her husband's side, Lorraine went to defend Noga on her behalf. 90 Day Fiancé, Elizabeth and Andrei permanently relocated to Moldova? In an exclusive sneak peek of the upcoming episode of HEA Season 9, Andrei Castravet began to give a speech in his native language, Romanian. His family members were present along with Elizabeth, who had difficulty understanding him since she wasn't fluent in his language. He declared that they had shifted everything to Moldova for permanent residence. Andrei's surprise announcement took Elizabeth aback. She said, "I don't know what the fuck I'm doing here, honestly." It seems he didn't discuss the topic with his wife before presenting it to the listeners. From the very beginning of their relationship, they struggled with communication problems, which served as a sign of improper alignment. Andrei pushed Libby for a fresh new start to their life in Moldova, while she remained like a statue. Their 2 children are also with them for the biggest journey. Fans could anticipate a forthcoming fallout between the reality stars, making them say they don't want to miss it. In contrast to Libby's bewildered expression, there was a sumptuous meal. Andrei even called for fireworks apart from dining for friends and family. Those who don't know, he has a past in Moldova. He is a former cop who was forced to resign from his job due to corruption. Before crossing paths with Libby, he worked as a bouncer in Ireland. Despite his family's hesitation about Moldova's economic condition, he moved there. 90 Day Fiancé, Elizabeth's dad Chuck begs fans for prayers, getting another surgery after being cancer-free for years. Is he okay? Elizabeth Potthast's dad, Chuck Potthast, has some bad news for the fans. He appears to be going under the knife again after recovering from cancer. The 90 Day Fiancé star begged for prayers after being free from the disease. Libby's dad remained a part of the franchise for years. Fans loved his sense of humor and his efforts to keep the family together. The reality TV star had been battling so many health challenges in the past. Chuck became a fan favorite for his amazing and kind personality. He keeps fans posted about his health condition. The TLC star frequently visits the doctor to make sure his cancer doesn't return. Chuck appeared on the screens again in HEA Season 9. However, fans are shocked to learn about his new surgery. What happened to him? 90-Day Fiancé, everything about Chuck's cancer battle. Chuck Potthast joined 90-Day Fiancé as a supporting cast member in his daughter, Libby's, journey with Andrei. Over the years, he made many efforts to keep them together and overcome their issues. The reality TV star opened up about his silent battles in 2022. Chuck informed fans that he has been cancer-free since 2017. He was grateful to God for living a healthy life since his surgery. Hence, Libby's dad visits the doctor every 6 months for a checkup. Chuck went for surgery in July this year. He was glad to inform his fans that his tumor didn't return. The reality TV star was grateful to learn the news and shared everything with his fans. Viewers loved to know that Potthast was living a healthy life. But his latest update has fans concerned about him. 90-Day Fiancé, Chuck asks fans for prayers for his next surgery. Chuck Potthast has been living a healthy,